Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Park behind University Hospital. Leo gets approached by Jada while he waits for Dimitri to arrive. Leo attempts to talk quickly, but before he can get away, Rafe shows there. Holly and Tater Tot arrive in the living room of Dimira Mansion. Holly worries about Nicole as she looks at her phone. Tate comforts her by putting his arms around her. EG shows up right as things are becoming heated. Holly tells about the location services and believes she knows where Nicole is. The 16-year-old girl gets yelled at by EJ for hiding important information. Tate says Eric is out looking for Nicole while defending Holly. Holly expresses gratitude to Tate for his assistance and expresses curiosity about potential future developments between them. Playing the sly role, Holly forces him to say the word kiss aloud. Holly chastises him for bringing up such trivial matters when there are more pressing matters to discuss. She requests that he go. In the middle of nowhere, Nicole tells Eric what transpired and rewinds time to the moments following the collision and the birth of her child. When Eric inquires about the baby's whereabouts, Nicole replies that Dimitri brought him to the hospital for examination, but had to leave Nicole behind since he was afraid to relocate her. As Nicole recounts Leo's part in everything, she starts to appear weak, cue the flashback. Eric starts to worry since he doesn't trust either of the evil couple. Nicole tells Leo how much she means to him and how she is concerned about him because she gave birth to a fugitive from justice. Seeing as how they're already searching for the pair, Eric picks up the phone and dials Rafe. There is no signal, therefore he is unable to make a call. When EG gets there, he finds Eric consoling Nicole. He listens in on the chat, and upon discovering that he is a father, he beams. They both smile at their new baby boy as he gives Nicole a kiss. EG realizes right away that something is wrong and asks where the baby is. Eric begs them to go, but EJ is determined to go to the hospital. EJ advises Eric to return home to Sloan after thanking him for his assistance. Digs between Sloan and Eric. Melinda is given an explanation by Sloan as to why she must tell Eric practically everything. Nicole is about to leave when Dimitri shows up holding Nicole's baby. The two acknowledge one another, and Dimitri says he needs her assistance. He clarifies that the child is EJ's. Dimitri describes the birth and the accident. He went to the hospital, but there were a ton of police there. He went to Sloane's house at Leo's suggestion. Dimitri reasoned that perhaps Sloane could assist them with their legal issues. Melinda stops him before he can take the infant to the hospital, telling him they will assist. She assures him that they will handle everything if he gives them the baby. With that, he gives Sloane the baby and quickly leaves. Melinda wants to take a breather and think about their next course of action, while Sloane wants to call the police. Sloane observes that the infant is preterm and that it is their duty to care for him. Melinda claims that the child might be God's gift to her. Although Melinda suggests the baby's appearance here is omen, Sloane believes she's kidding. Eric is led to believe that this infant is their adoptive son by all the arrangements. Melinda adds that Dimitri and Leo are on their way out of town because they are on the run, but Sloane is concerned about their knowledge of the baby. Sloane starts to think about the potential. Melinda believes they can come up with a scheme in which Dimitri takes the infant to the hospital, but it doesn't make it. Given Nicole's infertility problems, Melinda finds it plausible. Despite Sloane's strong resistance, Melinda moves forward. She claims she can pay off a shady doctor with the money that was supposed to be used to sponsor the adoption. Melinda believes they can use Sloane to carry out their wishes because he recently stood up for Dr. Pierce. Horton Square. Stefan asks Paulina to fire EJ when he runs into her. When she queries him about it, Stefan tells her how he pursued Gabby. Stefan stands up for Paulina when she claims that Gabby killed her husband in cold blood. He claims that EJ is seeking retribution through his new office. Stefan gives an explanation of why retaliation is warranted given the circumstances at Dimira. He believes that with EJ in office, Gabby won't receive a fair trial. Polina believes that intervening on Gaby's behalf will appear to be biased in favor of Rafe. Leo defends Dimitri at the Salem Police Department's interrogation room, claiming he wouldn't have killed Jada. Rafe is impatient and wants to know Dimitri's location. Jada warns him of the problems he'll get into if he doesn't comply. Leo says that by delivering the baby and sort of saving Nicole, he and Dimitri are the heroes. They attempted to phone for an ambulance, but Leo reports that there was no cell signal. He clarifies that Nicole and Eric are still at the collision scene and that Dimitri brought the infant to the hospital. After making the call, Rafe reports that neither the infant nor Dimitri's automobile are visible. When Leo requests to make his phone call, the two investigators give him space. Leo informs Dimitri over the phone that he has been arrested. Tate leaves after apologizing for misinterpreting Holly's circumstances. Stefan clutches Polina's arm as she attempts to get out. Stefan says he's sorry, and she tells him to stay in his lane. He inquires as to whether a substantial donation to her next campaign may influence her view of EJ. Polina forbids him from buying off a state servant. In essence, Stefan is threatening her safety and alerting her to potential dangers. When EJ arrives, Nicole is at the hospital. He says that Dimitri and the infant are still not at the hospital. EJ tells her that everything will work out. "I can't believe Leo got arrested," says Dimitri. Leo exhorts him to look out for himself. As Eric gets home, Sloane informs him that their baby boy has been born before he can tell her about Nicole. Melinda and the infant are at her house. She promises that soon everything will be all right and he will be with his new parents. In reality, Gaby is relieved and wishes Lai would live to tell who stabbed him. However, Lai does eventually pass away from his wounds, and Wendy will focus on obtaining her brother's justice by insisting that Rafe Hernandez detain Gaby. Days of Our Lives viewers have found solace in the allure of Stabby's relationship, which draws them into a plot that explores themes of enduring love, reconnection, and separation. The reunification of Gaby and Stefan, in spite of the obstacles they faced, was unable to capture the spirit that first made them endearing to the audience. Their romantic tale is overshadowed by the couple's fierce will to seize control of Demira. Even if we are aware of it, Sloane isn't acting kindly when she desires that. Leo is essentially the only person left who could expose her and Melinda's baby kidnapping now that Dimitri is no longer with them. However, it doesn't appear that she will get her wish fulfilled. Even though Leo might wind up freeing Sloane, we already know that he will remain to use the baby switch as a kind of blackmail. But would he require cash? Or to have her and Melinda utilize their cunning legal skills to figure out how to get Dimitri's charges lowered so he can return home? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.